Welcome back. We're going to be heading into the heart of the machine, which seems to be a domain based on sort of like the wind we're seeing around here. It's just got that familiar feeling to previous ones, but it might not be. Only one way to find out, and that's to head on in. Coolly. Kolu?
It stopped here!
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Leyline energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for. Ready yourselves. We're going in.
Ah. Well, here, it's looking like a domain now. Yeah, there you go. Start it up. Ooh.
There's a ton of mechanical monsters here. They made this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
Let's all build up the ultimates here, I feel. I need to try and get over to him and figure out how he plays. It's like,
Tidal wave. Can't see.
Let's light it up! Yeah! Yeah!
Well, alright then. I need to see about getting food sorted again.
No time to lose.
Menu, make it nice and quick. Oh, hello. Interesting.
What is this?
Never seen a machine like this before. And I don't feel too well.
Leyline energy is spilling out from here. This device, it's extracting energy from the ley lines without end. Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like this.
That's terrible! We have to stop it! Let Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere!
I'm starting to get dizzy.
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in leyline energy, which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
But you're also vulnerable to the ley lines, right? We're staying. We can't leave you here by yourself.
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit here, then there must be a trapdoor somewhere.
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us!
Oh, a lovely little chest. And that, thank you very much.
What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful, and watch your step.
I tried to jump and then it was like, oh, a bridge. Oh, hello. Can I avoid him and check further in to see if there's more chests? Before we do anything else? Ooh. Look at the spirally place over there.
No time to lose.
I'm imagining we're gonna be shown around this place, but... It's like, I want to go off and explore it. It's gonna stop me. So what's going on in here? Interesting. Anywhere else we can go? Oh god, oh god, ah! Now I've done it.
Yep.
Yep. Just, yep, now you've done it. Yep. Need to at least get out of here, game. Let me out.
Yep.
I just need like a jump on when I get there. Like, God. Right, okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Do it. Did it. It's just... Oh. Anyway, let's get back to where we should be going. I did it. I knew I could get out of there. I'm the master of hacking up walls, because that's a thing apparently.
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. What exactly happened here? Almost forgot about you. Here, this is the last one.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look. Maybe we can piece together what happened here.
Now we're heading off to those other rooms, aren't we? Okay, fine.
Wow! It's huge in here!
This place is a natural...
Did you two find anything?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment, and based on its serial number, it's from 2 years ago.
Tape recording?
I was gonna say, you have tape?
Yes, the Spontama created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final production into a tape. However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable. That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see wider usage.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. It goes in there. Okay, this should do it.
After inserting the tape, the projector gradually begins to display.
Karkata? Karkata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Karkata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Karkata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
The recording ends here.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
Banned research.
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings. The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Interesting they have tape recordings, though. Again, you gotta be careful with your level of technology. It will attract the honkai.
Look! Paimon found another tape! A date is written on it. Let Paimon see. Oh, it's from a half a year ago!
That's quite the time gap. I wonder what happened in between.
After inserting the tape, it displays.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters? All right, there you go. Water entered the Keela and caused it to short circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power to spare. I'm glad. Karkata, did you know? Yesterday, I dreamed that you could talk. Aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? They were blown away when they saw us talking with each other. Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
The recording ends there.
After Abatui left the Academia, everyone lost contact with him. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his experiments.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
He mentioned something about power.
Let's keep looking around.
Where are we going? Over there.
Following the serial numbers, the next recording should be here. The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had changed. There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. Doesn't seem like Abatui put it there.
Maybe Karkata helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say. These are the last 2 tape recordings. Let's watch them.
And it displays.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instincts. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did something even more dangerous. I've officially activated the 3rd generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on. Conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research anymore. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or keywords. Karkata, I wish you could speak to me, even just once. Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life goes on, and I have to as well. I don't have any other choice.
The recording ends there. On to the next tape.
This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Karkata, come help me. Strange. I feel weak. Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll go out of control. Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying. In the end, it's just like the academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger. My research... was there any point to it at all? I'm sorry, Karkata. In the end, I still wasn't able to turn you into a true mechanical life form.
The last recording ends there.
I see. So the ley line effluence was an accident. After Avatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the ley line extractor. This eventually resulted in severe damage to the ley lines.
Then... Karkata...
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
Because Karkata is different from the other machines. Structures similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh, and capacity for independent thought. To Abatui, only a machine with these features could be considered a mechanical life form. Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of an experimental product, he would have noticed. Karkata can't speak. And yet it cares about Abatui far more than it does about itself.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and shut it down.
Yeah, well, there we go. You don't want to fly over there, you get stuck behind a leaf. There we go. Ah! Was I meant to be here?
More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze.
No
time to lose.
Who would design it this way? It's very strange. Hold on.
Yeah.
Bubbles. Okay, I see it. Come on. Oh. Now you face me in the wrong direction, so I move slightly and I go over there? Come on, game.
I could get used to this.
Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The Leon's here. Wanna try jumping down?
When did Bennett die?
Enshroud!
That's when I jumped off, isn't it? Was it? I can't remember very well what's been happening now.
Let's light it up!
Can't see? I hear everything! Excuse me?
Yeah, excuse me, I'm gonna die, mate. Like,
Dust to dust.
so terrible, terrible, terrible. It's just cruel, just cruel. Get that going so we can get things back to normal. What?
Off we go!
More mechanically monsters? But you mind, I'm trying to get on my red circle so I can heal. But this is your fault. Damn silly things.
Power that ended hot!
Spread this on preside.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
There we go.
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also shut down. Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about Karkata. Let's head back.
It's that sort of thing. It's like, I really need that
Adventure
heal.
time!
I was gonna get it, but you know, like, they got in the way, so I couldn't get my heal. Quite annoying. Stupid mechanical things. Why can't you be like Mr. Crab? It's like, I want to go down there,
Adventure time!
but no. There he is. Good boy. Aww. Like, you want to hug it, but you can't. Poor Crappy.
So, Karkata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its owner?
Karkata is unable to understand the concept of death. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned, and how that restored it to an operational state. It's true that Karkata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is like a small child that imitates what adults do.
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts. But it can't repair its owner, no matter how hard it tries.
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair Abatui. No one knows how this thought came to be, but it has even suppressed the instincts that Abatui had installed. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but no one has been able to do the same with modern tools.
Karkata? Karkata? Can you hear Paimon? Tighnari says you're awesome!
It's not responding.
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time, nor has it replaced its severely damaged parts. It's a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. I'm going to confirm that the ley line extractor has shut down. Come with me. Let them be alone for a while.
Let's go check it out. I mean, oh, it's like, oh, it's just, I've got to observe, got to have a look. Before you lies a non-operational Karkata and a lifeless Abattoir. It's like, oh, Krabby. Again, I just want to hug him, but you can't really hug him.
The ley line extractor has ceased operations. Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped. The purification devices will handle the rest. Moving on, those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers of entering the contaminated region, and for symptomatic individuals to find Kale.
Karkata.
According to the Academia's policies, we need to bring everything back. Research materials related to mechanical life forms will be destroyed, and Karkata will be disassembled and sealed away.
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of things here. Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the ley line energy in the air exceeds normal values. Your bodies won't be able to hold up if you continue to stay here.
But...
Listen, the Traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all, so you won't be of much use here. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and then get some sleep. We can discuss matters tomorrow. Oh, and don't talk about Abattoir. The fewer that know about mechanical life form research, the better.
All right. Then let's go back to Catherine.
What's gonna happen to Mr. Krabby? I want to know. Oh. I need to know more about Mr. Krabby. So it's changed from Mr. Crab to Mr. Krabby now, but still. Combination of things, because he needs a big hug.
Yeah.
Or robot crab.
Anyway, so the contaminated region turned out to be a ley line effluence deep in the forest. Things are already getting back to normal.
I see. Thank you for your hard work. Once the excess ley line energy dissipates from the air, we should be able to make an announcement for residents to resume their normal activities. This is the stipulated reward. Please accept it.
Is Karkata going to be sent back to the Academia? It's already damaged, but Paimon feels sad thinking about it getting disassembled.
Me too. There's gotta be something we can do.
Oh, then how about we find Tighnari tomorrow and ask him not to do that? Paimon really wants to go right now, but Tighnari said that we would discuss matters tomorrow. We'll probably make him mad if we go now, huh?
Probably.
Alright then, we'll find Tighnari tomorrow and tell him not to disassemble Karkata.
Right till 8 AM the next day, basically. Okay, so let's tick, 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 tick. Oh, if it's 8 AM the next day, it's like we just crossed over, didn't we? So, alright.
How are you feeling? Sleep well? We should go find Tighnari. How do you think we should ask him?
Politely.
Tighnari!
Shh, keep your voice down. The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Thymilaceae, has a strong anticonvulsant effect, can be made into an anesthetic powder. Extrapolating from these two datasets, it would be particularly potent against Piscine species. Hey, make sure you're getting all this down.
Karkata?
I thought I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't afraid of noise, but your shouting is making my ears ring.
You didn't disassemble Karkata?
Why would I do that?
But Paimon thought you said, according to the Academia's policies...
So that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. Fine, I suppose I wasn't clear enough about this yesterday. What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. That's why we can't let the Academia discover that place.
So the real reason you stayed back was to...
Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Karkata. During my time at the Academia, I took an elective course at the Spontama. Who knew it would prove useful one day? We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of the Avidya Forest. I have a duty to protect all life in the forest. All life brought forth in this world has meaning, and Karkata is no exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
That's great! Wait, you just said life form. You recognize Karkata as a true living being now?
The possibility exists, is all. It's hard to explain Karkata's efforts to repair Abatui. Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Who knows how many commands he installed? Maybe a conflict between all those commands resulted in this sort of behavior. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Karkata is a real life form. But the possibility exists. I am willing to believe in that. By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject. I'm just letting it hang out here because this place is relatively secluded. But as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments. What do you think?
Aww. Hey, we know what you're up to, mate. It's aww. Question is, though, the big question. When is Karkata going to be a playable character? Like, you want me to spend money on Genshin? Mihoyo, make that a playable character. I'll be pulling like crazy. I want a C6 Karkata. You know, assuming a C6 would be good. Like Bennett, you want to stay at C5, you know, that sort of thing. Who knows? But anyway, that's just going to be done for now because obviously, you know, we've finished that off. There doesn't seem to be any more going on with that. Now, I will mention here, it's like I'm going to be on holiday next week, so I'm trying to get loads of recording done ahead of time. So I'm going to stop doing Genshin here for now. But my plan is very much like next week when I am on holiday, because the holiday is the usual, Sarah's over and stuff like that. I plan to actually do some recording when Sarah's here. That doesn't mean Sarah's going to be in the videos. It just means I'm going to be doing the recording when Sarah's like in another room, basically. Because for those who care, basically. If you don't, goodbye, ta-ta for now. Simple as that. For those who do care, though, it's very much a case of like me and Sarah are at a point now where it's like we want to see what it's like living with each other. Like we've reached that point in the relationship kind of thing, which is sort of like how would things be if we lived together? So she's coming over, but I'm still going to be working, essentially. So it's sort of like she'll be around, but it's a normal day for me. So she'll be doing her own stuff, basically. She'll be doing like auditions in another room and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, it'll just be a normal life. So it's like, I will do some recordings. It's just, I want to make sure I'm ahead on some other stuff just in case things don't go according to plan. So it's like, I want to make sure I've got like Dusk Diver 2 recorded a bit ahead. I want to make sure I'm a bit ahead on Soul Hackers 2 and stuff like that. Ahead of Genshin. Like, the stuff with Genshin I wanted to definitely make sure we had done was 3.0 stuff. That's done now, so it's like, we will check back with the stuff I've missed, basically. But, yeah, I'll see about getting that sorted next week, because there's a few things we obviously still want to go off and do randomly. And we've got other plans as well in terms of... There's going to be streams with me and Sarah, most likely. And there's going to be me, most likely... Again, these are sort of like... It's 95% these are going to happen kind of plans. It's like, there could be things that happen, we don't know. We don't know, but yeah. So, streams with Sarah on Twitch. Like, if you want to go there, like, follow on it and stuff like that, go ahead. But, hey, Mr. Rabbit as well. I might be appearing on his stream at some point. We'll make announcements and stuff like that. It's like, we'll be playing some spoopy, horror-y type games. Hopefully. Hopefully, that's the plan. But there might be something that goes wrong. Might not have the setup right, but the plans are there. The plans are there anyway. We'll see how it works out. So, like I said, in terms of recording and Genshin parts going out, that's where it is for now. But don't worry, we are coming back to this as soon as possible. As soon as I can get some recording time in, essentially. But anyway, I'm going to head off now and go record some more Dust Diver 2. So, we'll see you in the future Genshin parts. Wherever, whenever. Ta-da for now.